So this one I didn't get it yet. Like since that time that you helped me with the other ones, like I got the other ones. That's pretty cool. But I actually did it by myself.
Good.
This is select the specific atom in each molecule below. Click on the atom to select it. Turn it green. Be sure to select only atoms not bonded. So we have to put it green, the ones that the ones that doesn't need to be selected.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need to figure out which ones we need to select in the first place. Okay. So what's the first question that it's asking?
Select the atoms of hydroxyl group. So yeah, can you explain to me that like hydroxyl, carboxyl?
Okay, so hydroxyl.
Because the teachers talked about it, but because I don't entendí.
Well, from its name, we could see that
It has a hydrogen.
we got a hydrogen and then we got a oxygen. So basically, a hydroxyl group is anything that looks like that. So here, we got this guy. That is our hydroxyl group. So that's what you need to highlight there.
So just highlight those two only?
Yep.
The whole molecule? Or like the whole,
Just the OH.
okay. And then it's carbonyl.
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 Okay, a carbonyl is when we see this guy.
Carbon.
Carbon attached to an oxygen by a double bond.
Why double bond?
Because that's what a carbonyl is.
But does it say there like, because in the top one I can see oxygen, but how do you see oxygen in the bottom one?
What do you mean in this one?
Like in the first one, you see like the OSY oxygen, right?
Yeah.
And then hydrogen, you see the HIDRO.
Wait.
O-R.
Oh, you mean where's the oxygen there?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have oxygen in its name. It has a carbon. It's a special type of carbon. And yeah, the carbonyl, I don't know why, but yeah, you're supposed to reference it with that.
Okay.
And you'll see that carbonyls, there's actually two types. Later on you'll learn about them. There's ketones, and then there's going to be aldehydes. Okay, ketones are when you have a carbon usually attached to a carbon and a carbon, an oxygen right there. An aldehyde is when you have a carbon attached to a carbon attached to a hydrogen right there, and then there's that. So when you have an H attached to that same carbon, overall it's a carbonyl.
Okay, so right now we're just
So
looking for a CO.
we would do that O and that C for this guy.
So just this one right here?
Mm-hmm. So the O and the C make up the carbonyl.
If there's more than one?
Yeah.
Just one. And then carboxyl.
Carboxyl. Okay. So carboxyl. Okay. Carboxyl. All right, let me see. I'll use a different marker. Let's see, does this one work?
¿Vas a ir al templo hoy?
Ya fui.
¿Ya fuiste?
Ayer.
Ayer. ¿A qué hora fuiste?
Ajá.
¿A qué hora fuiste ayer?
Fui a las 7:30.
¿De la tarde?
Mm-hmm.
¿O de la mañana?
De la tarde. Okay, so carboxyl. Now here, it's kind of a little trick. We see the carbon and then the oxyl.
So we have a double bond in the carbon and then...
What this actually means
Okay.
is that this guy is a combination of a hydroxyl plus a carbonyl. See, we take the carbon and the oxyl. So we take, it's basically when we see both of these together. So this guy looks like this. See? OH.
So 2 oxygens.
So carboxyl
It's the whole thing.
is that whole thing, all the way around.